Right. So again, ADA has not swept the June 22nd swing lows. I'm expecting it to do the same. And the the confirmation for this is really high up. Assuming it comes down here, it's somewhere around 21%. So it needs to surge at least 21% and then close above it to show signs that it is willing to go higher. Right. And even if it does that, we have this the midpoint of the range, trading range. So it's gonna be really tough for ADA to go higher. There's a lot of resistance um, in its path. So I'm not overly bullish on ADA. Even from the on-chain perspective, right? It looks really bad. Yeah. So this is
Interesting how fast that turned out, eh?
yeah,
I remember like what was it, about a month ago, more
rebel
give or
coins.
take. It was like one of those relative strength coins, and it was gonna, it and Matic were gonna take the market higher or at least deviate, and now they've kind of fallen in line with the rest of the altcoins. So
I know, like they've moved really quickly from rebel coins to like some coins that have fallen in line.
yeah, didn't take them long. And well, Matic, what's Matic down today? Was down like 14% at one point. That's down 10% today now. So yeah, it's a
Yeah,
rude awakening. I mean, everybody was applauding their fundamental stories, but obviously that's irrelevant when you're losing money.
yeah. Nobody wants to be a buyer in this market right now. It looks really shitty.
But sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you.
yeah. What?
No, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah. So uh, even from an on-chain perspective, right? It looks really shitty. The coin needs to go to what, like 1.13 to have any signs of life, and then even then, it has these two major levels at 1.25 and 1.33. Right? It comes 1.25 is this swing high, and then the 1.30 and 1.3. Yeah, I think this whole block from here to here is a high resistance area for Cardano to overcome, right? And I don't see it overcoming this level anytime soon, unless like we see a really exponential uh, rally for Bitcoin. So yeah, I think we're still gonna have this the boring price action that we had here. At least now we're seeing some really good price, like a little bit of volatility coming into the market. So yeah, expect more of the sideways movement for Cardano. I'm done, Sheldon.
Okay. Yeah, I think that, I don't want to be repetitive, but today, this week is obviously significant for Cardano. One, because we're coming into an area of price congestion that matches a few lows and then this area of resistance back in February. And it also correlates with the 61.8% retracement of the advance of 2021 that comes in at spot 97. You have the psychologically important $1. You have this low, which is at spot 989. So there's just a lot of support that's converging here. So it's no surprise that we're already starting to see today some bounce back. Breaking through this support level or this range, it's going to take some earth-shattering development for Cardano to break through there, in my opinion. I think we are getting an oversold reading, and it is the first oversold reading, I think, since September of 2020. But it's not extreme at this point. On a weekly chart, really, nothing really stands out. The 50-week doesn't come into play until the spot 3732. So that's a long ways from now. We'd have to get through this area of support. So I think that the downside is probably limited for the rest of the week. And if you were on the market this morning or overnight, you probably could have been a net buyer against. I mean, we came down to the psychologically important $1. So you could have bought against that and held, unless you get, I think, a daily close below this level here, which would be spot 88. On the upside, obviously, the 200-day is in play almost immediately if there's any strength, and then you go up to the 2018 high, which converges now with the 50-day moving average at spot 1.40. That would be the maximum upside in the short term, but that still would return you a 40%, no, sorry, 25% from 33% from the current price. That's all I have
Interesting.
to say.
So you're not expecting Cardano to break that zone over there? What's that zone?
It's like, let's say $1 with 88
0.88.
cents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't see it breaking anytime soon?
Yeah, I would think it's going to take some major development for that to happen. And right now on the fundamental front, I don't see anything that there's anything people are waiting for that has to happen for Cardano price to sustain its levels. So it would be an external event. Maybe it is Bitcoin crashing lower. That I think would be the only reason why you'd see it cut through here.
Yeah, I don't
And
see.
I'm talking about a daily close. I mean, not like one of these flash intraday moves that you see here. You know, you got to be careful of those with here. I wouldn't be, if I was in it, let's say I bought this morning around $1, I would not be selling on an intraday basis below 88 cents. I'd be waiting for daily close to make my decision.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. And also, I don't see any coincidence with the on-chain metrics from into the block at that particular zone that you've shown. So it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds.